Hello there, welcome to Iron Port. This program is proudly brought to you by Ghana Community Network Service, World Company Limited, West Blue Consulting, Ghana Revenue Authority, and the Serene Insurance Company Limited. Our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. In this edition, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has donated some food items to the GPHA, TEMA, and Nungwa traditional authorities to help relieve the suffering of the needy within this coronavirus plague period.
To contribute to the alleviation of the socio-economic impact of restrictions associated with COVID-19 prevention, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has donated some food items to the traditional councils of Nungwa, TEMA, and GPHA for onward distribution to those in need within these communities. In view of the impact of the recent restrictions in movements observed in some parts of the country, including economic hardship for those who rely on daily income for survival, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority sought to immediately help bring relief to people who reside under the GPHA, TEMA, and Nungwa traditional communities who have contributed to creating an enabling environment for the port community to thrive. Presenting the items, the Principal Marketing and Corporate Affairs Officer at GPHA, Samuel Ajiman, said the Port Authority believes the items will go a long way to relieve the people from some level of suffering.
Or the Ports and Harbours Authority understands the difficulties people are going through. So they decided to offer this token for you to give to your people, the communities or the people you feel that are in need of such items at this particular time. So we have about 50 bags of rice, or 50 boxes of rice, as you can see there. There are also about 250 bottles of oil, and then we also have the boxes, about 10 boxes of fish, mackerel fish. Each of them has about 24 pieces in them. There's also 100 bags of water that the Ports and Harbours Authority is giving to the Nungwa Traditional Council. So this is a small token from the Port Authority.
The representatives of the various traditional councils expressed gratitude to the Port Authority for coming to their aid and promised to evenly distribute the goods to the needy.
On behalf of the GPHA Traditional Council and the Paramount Chief of the GPHA Traditional Area, we say we are very grateful to the management of Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority for coming to our aid in these times of needs.
On behalf of the people of TEMA, the chiefs and people of TEMA, I would like to express our gratitude to GPHA for coming to our aid in these hard times.
We are thanking them. They have done well. We shall make sure that we give the items to the needy people.
They urged government and other corporate entities to contribute their quota in helping restore the socio-economic survival of Ghanaians.
In other stories, an entourage including the Trade Minister, the Deputy Minister of Finance, and the Commissioner General of GRA visited the port of TEMA to address issues relating to the new integrated customs management systems that has been rolled out by the Ghana Revenue Authority. Take a listen.
Following delays in cargo clearance this week at the port of TEMA as a result of the new integrated customs management system and the shutting down of the GCNet and West Blue systems at ports. Subsequently, the leadership of the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Trade took to the TEMA port to assess the severity of the issue and come up with solutions that would mitigate the current challenges. The delegation comprised the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Alan Kwadwo Tremanting, a Deputy Minister of Finance, Kweku Kwarteng, the Commissioner General of GRA, Abishadai Owusu-Amoah, the Commissioner of Customs, retired Colonel Kwadwo Damoah, officials from the Office of the Senior Minister, and some officials of Ghana Link Services. The entourage first met with the management of the Meridian Port Services. Then, it was followed by a meeting with the shipping lines. The delegation then moved to meet with the leadership of the various freight forwarding companies, and then finally met with the Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and his senior management staff. The Minister of Trade, Alan Kwadwo Tremanting, who led the discussions, assured the stakeholder community of government support to improving trade facilitation and revenue generation through the sea trade. The delegation discussed existing challenges associated with the new customs management system and the port clearance chain in general. The leadership and management of the various agencies expressed gratitude to the Minister of Trade for offering a listening ear to issues bordering the port industry. On Tuesday, 28 May 2020, the Ghana Revenue Authority commenced the deployment of the Integrated Customs Management System at all frontier stations and ports of entry in Ghana. This was in line with the implementation plan for the eventual rollout of ICUMS nationwide, after the deployment of the second phase, which commenced at the Takoradi port on April 1, 2020. However, the new system was fraught with challenges, rendering inability of port users to undertake usual clearance processes for about 2 working days.
To our main discussion, we continue our interaction on port and maritime industry and trade during this period of coronavirus. This week, we focus on exports and the free zone sectors in the industry. We question their current state and the impact the coronavirus is currently having on their sector. The CEOs of the Ghana Export Promotion Authority as well as the Ghana Free Zone Authority helped us with answers. Take a listen.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Exports Promotion Authority, Dr. Ifoasa Biasari, has assured of her outfit's collaboration with the Ghana Free Zones Authority to achieve its expected target of $4 billion gained in exports. Speaking on Eye on Ports live panel discussion on the state of Ghana's export and free zone sectors amid COVID-19 beleaguered global economy, the GPHA CEO affirmed her outfit's support when the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Free Zones Authority, Michael Otribefi, reviewed on the same program the ambitions of the Free Zones Authority. The Free Zones boss revealed that his outfit is close to meeting its 5-year plan of building up a free zone sector that is the best in Africa, where many investors, including automobile companies, will establish in, as well as providing the infrastructural support needed to facilitate its establishment.
That's what we want to get to, a stage where we'll be able to do in the next 5 years, minimum $4 billion in export a year.
The CEO of the Ghana Exports Promotion Authority, Dr. Ifoasa Biasari, emphasized the critical role her outfit would play in achieving the target set by the Ghana Free Zones Authority and implored the Free Zones Authority to collaborate with her outfit in aligning with the National Export Development Strategy that has been put together as a blueprint to effectively utilize the country's export potential.
Only achieve that we collaborate working together to achieve the NET, the National Export Development Strategy that we have put together, not just as they were a part of it.
The head of GPHA disclosed the tremendous growth of 10% non-traditional exports have experienced over recent years, citing the 23% increase in exports of cashew, and attributed such success not only to the work of her outfit, but also to the Ministry of Agric in its flagship Planting for Food and Jobs program.
For even cashew, cashew just went up.
I see. Would you remember off the top of your head the figures?
And it's because I think by 23%.
Okay.
And it's just because of the interventions that were made by the Ministry of Agric with the support of GPHA.
She, however, lamented the raw state cashew is being exported and called for government intervention that would introduce regulations to ensure cashew and many other products of great value are processed to even add more value before exportation.
We had about 12 factories in Ghana processing cashew, but now it's about only 2 or 3 that are processing cashew now. They've all been closed down because the cashew is just taken away before they could even be purchased to produce to be processed in Ghana, which is very, very bad for us.
She said the government industrialization agenda is one to be taken advantage of and should garner more impetus for young exporters to produce innovatively for exports.
It's quite interesting. A lot of our young people are actually those coming up with these novel and interesting stuff.
Dr. Ifoasa Biasari, however, emphasized the need for Ghanaians, especially young entrepreneurs looking to export, to register with GPHA, who would not only apply their expertise in marketing products overseas, but will provide them with the right industry standards to help them penetrate the international market.
We are out there telling them that they should come for us to support them.
Okay.
Some people are coming. Others are also still doing the usual, going out there, and then when they fail, they come back. We don't want them to fail before they come look for us.
She revealed that her outfit is collaborating with the Food and Drugs Authority and the Ghana Standards Authority to improve the education on preservation and packaging of products to meet international requirements. The GPHA boss said plans have been made to export Ghanaian goods and services to other African countries as demand in the region has increased.
We are bringing in a lot more students from around us, from Africa. We are actually concentrating more in Africa than elsewhere. You know that now we are having the headquarters of the AFCTFA here, so we've decided that why not Africa? Why don't we concentrate on doing a lot more work with our African brothers and sisters? And
she disclosed also that her outfit has liaised with the Ghana Tourism Authority to revamp certain areas in the country where some craft is ongoing so that they can help export such products.
Looking at expanding some of the projects that we even embarked on previously. So we went to the northern region and decided that we've been working with the ladies at the straw market, the ladies who sell the straw for the Bolgatanga baskets. At Abridged, we have done quite something with the Abridged craft village. If you go there today, you see that work is ongoing.
She added that even though her outfit has worked closely with both the export and import banks and some other private banks to grow export base of the country, inadequate financing within the export sector remains a major bane.
EXIM is the bank that supports
export and
importers. So sometimes they support us. Everybody goes to EXIM, so
they are overwhelmed sometimes.
They are overwhelmed sometimes. They can't do everything, but they also try as much as they can to support the export industry. And we do our bit as well.
She praised the President of the Republic's strategic reactions to the negative impact of the coronavirus pandemic on businesses, pointing out the stimulus package offered to small-scale enterprises, where she revealed her outfit is contributing to help coordinate its dissemination to some export-producing enterprises who suffered as well.
The President, in his own wisdom, has released some funds to help SMEs, and most of our people are in the SME sector. So hopefully they are all going to be cushioned a bit.
The head of the Free Zones Authority, Michael Otribefi, on the other hand, stated that some free zone companies have been negatively impacted by the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic.
You know, because of the situation, most of the sectors, I'm talking about the sectors that operate within the free zones, have been were asked to, during the lockdown situation, were asked to stop producing or manufacturing. And therefore...
they were stopped?
Yes.
He said the Ministry of Trade and Industry will introduce a more sustainable package to industries in the free zones to cushion them in their businesses. Business
under the free zones are not small businesses.
Okay.
Most of the businesses are anchor businesses that's capital intensive. Therefore, they may not need monies as 10,000, 600,000, 200,000 to cushion them in business. They may need something huge. So, and I'm told, when I found out from the ministry, I'm told that they are trying to come out with a new package
for that category.
Yes, to cater for that. Yes.
He added that the Free Zones Authority has also become more flexible in some of its administrative conventions to protect the survival of free zone companies during the current circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic.
We had to do was to also loosen up a little, be a little flexible, so that companies that operate under the free zones will be able to work flexible without going through situations or problems like those who are supposed to file their quarterly returns, if they are supposed also to make some payments with regards to fees and any payments to free zones. We have to be a little flexible.
He considered that the current challenge of coronavirus has increased the desire for technological interventions in activities in the free zones, expressing a commitment to ensure free zone companies work paperless.
So now we are trying to push every business under the free zone sector to be electronically conscious and also try as much as possible to go paperless, because that is the order of the day. And you can.
The CEO of the Ghana Free Zones Authority emphasized that he has been championing the drive for more indigenous companies to establish in the free zones and called for Ghanaians who can meet the requirements to establish within the free zone enclaves.
Iron Port returns after this break.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
Dear valued client, the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is now live to make it easy to track your consignment and know the estimated duty payable for both general goods and used vehicles. We are pleased to inform you that the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is available for download on Google Play Store for Android users and the App Store for Apple users. The Ghana Trading Hub mobile app is now live. Download and never be cheated. This is powered by the Smart Ports project under the auspices of the Government of Ghana and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Smart Port, improving Ghana's ease of doing business.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Oh, how are you?
Hi Yvonne, a few words please. Everyone is talking about the fire at your production house last week. How are you holding up? Has production stalled?
No, not at all. My crew and everyone on my set is perfectly fine because I insure with Serene Insurance. As a matter of fact, I've had all my equipment replaced, including the vehicles that were affected. My workers have been sorted out. Even my production downtime has been covered. So it's all good. I have a meeting to attend to, so I have to get going. Sorry about that.
Which insurance company did you mention?
Serene Insurance, the new face of insurance, a member of First Sky Group.
Welcome back from the break. Local news and activities happening within the port and maritime industry next.
Government has officially handed over the site for the construction of the JAMESTOWN fishing harbour to the Chinese engineers and contractors. The construction is expected to be completed in 32 months. The President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, cut short on December 5, 2018 for the project, which had been on the drawing board since 1965, where he stated that even though many sword-cutting ceremonies have been held by previous governments, he will ensure actual work on the ground starts for the completion of the project. The president also indicated that the construction of the harbour is being made possible by a $60 million grant by the Chinese government. The Deputy Minister of Transport, Daniel Nikwate Glover, during the handing over ceremony, revealed that the modern fishing harbour will not only constitute the fish landing site but also include coastal facilities, market areas and other social amenities to holistically improve the livelihoods of the Ododo constituency and Ghana at large.
There's a need also to look at, after the project is done, the processing of the fish, the handling of the fish, the storage of the fish, the marketing and distribution of the fish all together, because it's going to have so many facilities. We're going to have a co-store, a market area, a crèche for the children of these women who come and trade at the port and all that. So it's very, very important.
He said, in the same vein, government has sought to provide infrastructural development to the area. Hence, constituents of the community should endeavor to cooperate with authorities for the successful completion of the project.
And I've appealed to them. One, they should cooperate with the contractors. And I've also appealed to the contractors. We have a whole human resource of labor in the Ododo constituency.
The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has waived its storage and rent charges for the period of 30th March to 19th April 2020 for cargoes that are yet to be cleared from the ports. In a statement to importers and exporters, which was signed by the Director General of GPHA, Michael Lugoje, GPHA said, all storage and rent charges considered as time-related penalties in the cargo clearance process at its Golden Jubilee and transit terminals, resulting from the COVID-19 restrictions on movements of persons have been waived. The statement said the offer of rent-free dates will close by close of work on Sunday, 31st May 2020. So far, some shipping lines like Grimaldi, PIL and Maersk Line have also waived demurrage charges for the period between 30th March to 19th April 2020. This development follows a fruitful engagement between the Ghana Shippers Authority and all the related organizations, including the shipping companies through their umbrella body, the Ship Owners and Agents Association of Ghana. The Meridian Port Services Iron Port Gathers has also waived some rent and storage charges for importers and exporters. Meanwhile, some freight forwarders have commended the Port Authority, terminals and shipping lines for waiving rent and demurrage charges, as directed by the Minister of Transport through the Ghana Shippers Authority. They believe this will go a long way to cushion importers and exporters from hardships that came about as a result of the lockdown.
So I was happy to hear GPHA news in the media that yes, they have absorbed the President and the Minister directives.
They, however, called on other terminals and shipping lines who are yet to waive the demurrage and rent charges to do so in the interest of their customers.
We are just pleading with the shipping lines. We know they have been taking demurrages these few days, 19 days. We are just pleading with them that they should waive it and just comply to government directive for all of us to do business. We are doing business with them.
We take the international port news.
The captain and the crew of Panama-flagged bulk carrier MV Top Grace have pleaded guilty before the Durban Magistrates Court to the attempted murder of 2 stowaways in late March. The court has then sentenced the captain to a total of 5 years and 3 months of prison, or 160,000 South African rand, equivalent to $8,449 for the attempt of murder and failing to report stowaways. The sentence was suspended for 5 years under the condition that he is not convicted of the same offense during the suspension. Each of the 6 crew members, all of Chinese nationality, were also fined 50,000 South African rand, equivalent to $2,640 or 2 years of imprisonment for the attempted murderers.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
Dear valued client, the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is now live to make it easy to track your consignment and know the estimated duty payable for both general goods and used vehicles. We are pleased to inform you that the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is available for download on Google Play Store for Android users and the App Store for Apple users. The Ghana Trading Hub mobile app is now live. Download and never be cheated. This is powered by the Smart Ports project under the auspices of the Government of Ghana and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Smart Port, improving Ghana's ease of doing business.
Ghana ye yenya ya sase o my kesi a ye kan ye hubom ye adwumaden ye be ye kese pa ye nto a ye tuatua ne daa no ene ne ye di sisi suku adan ne ayaresabia ade bi yi akwan am ye nya asetena pa ene ne papi eto bi te say withholding tax, income tax, excise tax stamp ene afoforo pi wo ho a ebia na wo mu sembisa fa de wo sawutua nkasa ho enu nti ne ye wo ho ma wo ne si ye beboa wo eto aketewa bia boa mesrawo boa ne peja Nancy wo yentuo ye dachi.
Oh, how are you?
Hi Yvonne, a few words please. Everyone is talking about the fire at your production house last week. How are you holding up? Has production stalled?
No, not at all. My crew and everyone on my set is perfectly fine because I insure with Serene Insurance. As a matter of fact, I've had all my equipment replaced, including the vehicles that were affected. My workers have been sorted out. Even my production downtime has been covered. So it's all good. I have a meeting to attend to, so I have to get going. Sorry about that.
Which insurance company did you mention?
Serene Insurance, the new face of insurance, a member of First Sky Group.
Schedules of vessels that have berthed within the ports, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming week, including the Bank of Ghana exchange rate. Next. That's it for today's edition of Eye on Port. Thank you for watching.